So now I'm wondering if Gavin Newsom could swing MAGA to the left. Let me explain. You know how MAGA likes a tough guy shit talker who just won't seem to back down from a fight? Gavin Newsom. And if you've been looking at the tweets from his team lately, he's been beating Donald at his own game. Trump just fled the podium with Putin. No questions, nothing. Total low energy. The man looked like he'd just eaten 3 buckets of KFC with Vlad and is afraid the press will ask him about me. Donald is finished. He's no longer hot. First the hands, so tiny. And now me, Gavin C. Newsom, have taken away his step. Many are saying he can't even do the big stairs on Air Force One anymore. Uses the little baby stairs now. Sad. This is the pinnacle of trolling your trolls. Okay, but what about the fact that Gavin is a goddamn Democrat from California? Donald Trump used to be a Democrat from New York City. And in the past, Republicans hated New York City way more than they hated California. Do you remember those Pace Pecani sauce commercials?
This stuff's made in New York City? New York City? Get a rope.
Republicans used to like California. Most of their favorite TV shows and movies came from there. They liked California. Reagan came from California. Arnold Schwarzenegger was the governor of California. But none of that really matters. What's really important here is he's a tall, good-looking guy with good hair. He's charismatic. He doesn't back down from a fight, and he puts bullies in their place. And he's very good about talking very simply to people without sounding like an idiot. He's also very good about explaining to people how he is fighting for a certain cause. So if he's talking to these Republicans and saying, I'm going to go to Washington and fight for you to get health care, I'm going to take on Big Pharma or the government for you, then they might be like, huh, that sounds pretty good. And since Trump can't run again, he'd be really good at taking on people like J.D. Vance or Ted Cruz. Now, Gavin Newsom is not my first choice for president, and I see places where he is problematic, but I also see places where other candidates are potentially problematic. And at this point in the game, I do not care who has the best score on the purity meter. We need to be taking a page out of the MAGA playbook. We need to go with the person who's most likely to win and win big. And MAGA loves a cult of personality. Let's give him one from the left. Maybe we can convince these people that learning is good and racism is bad. And if they can use some of that energy that they've been using to hate on people for so many years into like trying to get the government to work on their behalf, win-win. I don't know. It's just a thought that I have. But what do you guys think? Do you think that Gavin is enough of a cult of personality that can kind of swing them when Trump is, no longer here? Is there a chance of some Jedi mind trick towards MAGA? That would be awesome. But I want to know if it's possible.